Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am here with a viewer request for Reinhard Mey, a viewer request from Pringon. I'm not really sure if that's how you say Pringon, but you know who you are. And the song is for Über den Wolken. I'm surely not saying that right, but I believe it means above the clouds. I printed off some lyrics, but I see they have some CC here. We'll see if it works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, I'll turn it off and I'll go from my printout. If it does, then if I have anything to say about the lyrics, I will say it during the video, but I try not to stop too often, usually once or twice before the end of the video. It depends on how long the song is, but this one, let's see, is not medium length, 4.5 minutes. So looks like we're going to get him interviewed here, or not interviewed, introduced here, if I could get my words out right. Haven't been well for a little while, so it's a little tricky these days recording. Down in the description, I will put a link to the artist channel so you can go there and subscribe and like and comment and support the artist. I really do encourage you to do that. At the very least, hit the subscribe button. I hope you'll hit the subscribe on my channel too. A lot of people skip over it and it really does help. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed and liked videos, commented, sent information. I read all of your original messages and I answer as many as I can. Just note that if you put a message on a message, I don't get notified anymore for some reason, so I might not see that one. Thank you for sharing videos too. It helps bring people to the channel and it keeps things going and growing. Also in the description, there's a way to bump up your request to get it much quicker than on the regular list. Just use one of the donation methods. Let me know what you want me to react to. And if you have a shout out name you prefer, let me know that too. And you will get your request very quickly indeed. I don't mind adding to the regular list, but it's many months long at this point. All right, let's go. Reinhard Mey, Über den Wolken.
Das mit der Art und Weise, wie uns seine Welt erklärt. Hier ist Reinhard Mey, Über den Wolken.
Reinhard Mey. I said May, I think, again. I tend to say May instead of Mai.
Wind Nordost, Startbahn 03. Bisher höre ich die Motoren, wie ein Pfeil zieht sie vorbei, und es dröhnt in meinen Ohren.
Gorgeous voice.
Und der nasse Asphalt bebt, wie ein Schleierstaub der Regen, bis sie abhebt und sie schwebt der Sonne entgegen. Über den Wolken muss die Freiheit wohl grenzenlos sein. Alle Ängste, alle Sorgen, sagt man, blieben darunter verborgen, und dann würde, was uns groß und wichtig erscheint, plötzlich nichtig und klein. Ich sehe noch lange nach, sehe sie die Wolken erklimmen, bis die Lichter nach und nach ganz im Regengrau verschwimmen.
I don't think the lyrics aren't too bad, but I don't think they're working perfectly because I think he's watching a plane actually. And it sounded like the clouds had lights there, but I think it's the plane disappearing into the clouds, at least from the lyrics that I've got here beside me. You know, wind northeast, runway 03. I can hear the engines up to here. She passes by like an arrow. It's ringing in my ears. The rain dusts like a veil until she takes off and she floats towards the sun above the clouds. Freedom must be limitless. All fears, all worries, they say, remain hidden underneath. And then, yeah, so these lyrics aren't perfect, I think, either. Dignity of what seems big and important to us, suddenly insignificant and small. So sort of, you know, I don't know if you've ever, some people are plane watchers, and I love watching planes when I'm at the airport. I don't go there just to do that. I'm usually traveling or picking someone up. Haven't done it recently, but used to. And just watching the planes, it's so nice. And and I get the sentiment here. It's sort of like lifting your spirits and going off and all the troubles and worries. And certainly when you're traveling, I don't know, just even being at the airport and seeing all the people moving around the world, it's freeing. I love his voice. I love the guitar here too.
Und wichtig erscheint, plötzlich nichtig und klein.
Ja.
Ich sehe noch lange nach, sieh sie die Wolken erklimmen,
That's a soothing voice.
bis die Lichter nach und nach ganz im Regengrau verschwimmen. Meine Augen haben schon jenen winzigen Punkt verloren, nur von fern dringt monoton das Summen der Motoren. Über den Wolken muss die Freiheit wohl grenzenlos sein. Alle Ängste, alle Sorgen, sagt man, blieben darunter verborgen, und dann würde, was uns groß und wichtig erscheint, plötzlich nichtig und klein. Dann ist alles still, ich geh. Regen durchdringt meine Jacke. Irgendjemand kocht Kaffee. In der Luftaufsichtsbaracke. In den Pfützen schwimmt Benzin, schillernd wie ein Regenbogen. Wolken spiegeln sich darin. Ich wär gern mitgeflogen. Über den Wolken muss die Freiheit wohl grenzenlos.
Great guitar work.
Alle Ängste, alle Sorgen, sagt man, blieben darunter verborgen, und dann würde, was uns groß und wichtig erscheint, plötzlich nichtig und klein. Über den Wolken muss die Freiheit wohl grenzenlos sein. Alle Ängste, alle Sorgen, sagt man, blieben darunter verborgen, und dann würde, was uns groß und wichtig erscheint, plötzlich nichtig und klein.
Cool. Wow. All right. Got some bar here.
Reinhard, vielen Dank. Wow, ganz toll. Ja, wie für ein kleines Privatkonzert für uns hier und für die Zuschauer zu Hause. Ja, Sie müssen wissen, seit 11 Jahren hat er das nicht mehr auf der Bühne gespielt. Also
Du
insofern...
hast gerade vom Lampenfieber geredet. Das geht in die Finger. Das ist
Ja?
unglaublich.
Ja, wirklich?
Das kannst du 100.000 Mal gespielt haben. Und wenn du es wieder von Leuten spielst,
Wollte gerade sagen.
dann ist es wieder wie beim ersten Mal.
Also ein bisschen aufregend ist es immer noch.
Total.
Ja, dann möchte ich noch einen schnellen Glückwunsch überbringen für das aktuelle Album
schön.
Nanga Parbat. Gibt's Gold. Glückwunsch. Ja,
Das ist gut. Komm in 30 Jahren wieder und dann sehen wir das
ja,
da.
ganz genau, ganz genau. Und dann sind wir natürlich gespannt, was auf dem Treppchen ist, so im Sportreporter Deutsch. Plätze 13.
Yeah, I better stop. We're out of bar. We're going to go to detergent ads. But anyway, an award there for album going gold, I guess. Asking him to come back again in 30 years. 30 years is a long time. Let me just back up to where we're seeing him singing. Excellent, really, really well done. I love the lyrics. I love his voice, like I say, very soothing, meaningful. Guitar playing, fantastic, especially with his voice. I'm just going to look at a few of the lyrics because my printout didn't quite match up with what was there close. But rain penetrates my jacket. Someone is making coffee in the air traffic control barracks. Gasoline floats in the puddles, shimmering like a rainbow. If you've ever seen oil or gas in a puddle, it really does do that. I would have liked to fly with you above the clouds. Freedom must be limitless. All fears, all worries, they say, remain hidden underneath. Freedom must be limitless. All fears, all worries, they say, remain behind. And then would what seems big and important to us suddenly insignificant and small. So a couple of things. Yes, sort of either you're traveling or you're watching somebody go traveling on a plane, and you sort of have that feeling, or maybe you remember how freeing that can be, and be up there above the clouds and in the, what seems like the endless sky, sort of freedom. You're leaving all your cares behind. But I was also thinking it could sort of be a metaphor also for just backing up, trying to look at things objectively, because in our lives we for obvious and important reasons, we're subjective. We're looking for ways of making our lives better for ourselves and our family and our friends, hopefully, but it is pretty subjective. And sometimes our worries and our troubles, especially up here, can become overwhelming, and we go on a downward spiral. But if we can somehow back away, maybe go to the airport and watch a plane, but if you can somehow back away and look at it from afar, the troubles and problems and things seem much less significant. They're still there, but it's not quite as important as you thought it was, a lot of them. So even some of the big ones, I mean, to be honest, you know, I've got a few years under my belt and a few experiences, many of them great, many of them not so great, many of them absolutely horrible. And yet, as the years go by, I look back at some of the things that I thought were, absolutely terrible and devastating, and they were at the time, but in a sense, in the overall picture of things, they were not quite as big as I thought they were. There's still a few that are, but many of the things that we get ourselves caught up in become insignificant. There's the lyric there, with distance. So it could be that meaning too. You can let me know if you like the video. Give it a thumbs up. You can let me know in the comments as well what you think of this song, what you think of Reinhard Mey, and or anyone else for that matter. What did the song mean to you? Does it have any special significance to you? I'm hearing it, after it's been out for ages, and I never knew about Reinhard Mey until recently. I wish I would get that name right. But anyway, you can let me know what you think. Let me know what else you'd like me to react to. I'll put it on the regular list, but it's super long. If you want it quick, check in the description. There's a way to do that. In the description, a link to the artist channel as well, so you can go there and support the artist. Really do encourage you to do that. I hope you'll subscribe here too. Or you can just let me know how you're doing. Are you going on a plane trip anytime soon? Or just go to the airport and do some plane watching and soar above the cloud. It's a nice feeling. All right, it is Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Keep listening, keep having fun. Until next time, bye-bye for now.